Good morning. Here's the mathematician I chose to discuss to you. I chose him because I was attached by him, especially the mathematical operation named after him. The mathematician I chose is Leonardo of Pisa. So let's move on to the story of life of Leonardo of Pisa. Leonardo of Pisa is also known as Leonardo Bonazzi, Leonardo Fibonacci, or Leonardo Bigolo Pisano. He was an Italian mathematician from the Republic of Pisa, considered to be the most talented Western mathematician of the Middle Ages. Little known about Fibonacci's life beyond the few facts given in his mathematical writings. During Fibonacci's boyhood, his father, Guglielmo, a Pisan merchant, was appointed consul over the community of Pisan merchants in the North African part of Bugia. Fibonacci was sent to study calculations with an Arab master. He later went to Egypt, Syria, Greece, Sicily, and Provence, where he studied different numerical systems and methods of calculations. The Fibonacci sequence or Fibonacci numbers was not discovered by him himself, but they were named after him. But he did use these Fibonacci numbers in his work Liber Abaci. So let's move on to the works of Leonardo Fibonacci. His works includes the Liber Abaci, the Book of Squares, and Fibonacci's The Practical Geometry. Let's move on to the overview of his work. First is the Liber Abaci. Liber Abaci was published in the year 1202. This was translated as Book of Calculations. This is the first book to describe the Hindu-Arabic numeral system and use symbol resembling modern Arabic numerals. The second book of Leonardo Fibonacci is the Book of Squares. The Book of Squares was published for the first time in 19th century by Baldassare Boncompagni Ludvisi. Appearing in this book is Fibonacci's identity, establishing that the set of all sums of two squares is closed under multiplication. This book examines several topics in number theory, among them, inductive method for finding Pythagorean triples. So here is the example of Pythagorean triples. It is based on the sequence of odd integers, the fact that the sum of the first n odd integer is n squared, and the solution to the congruum problem. His last work is the Fibonacci's The Practical Geometry. In 1220, Leonardo of Pisa presented to his friend a copy of The Practical Geometry, a recognized complement to his Liber Abaci and invaluable asset to land measurers. This was copied several times, and until now, this was used to describe measures, divide parcels of land in and around Pisa that would form the scope of their progression. So that is the life and work of Leonardo Fibonacci. Thank you for listening. Till our next lesson, God bless.